Kevin, midway through camp, how do you feel about your group progressing so far?
Really good, really good. Happy with where we're going and how we started, where we're at right now. It's kind of that midway point, and the guys are kind of taking the leadership reins and kind of ran with it the last 2 weeks. So it's been fun. Guys like Seth Coleman, Ezekiel, Holmes, Alec, Bryant. There's a lot of guys that are out there showing up right now, so it's been fun.
How has this group changed with Owen and Isaiah moving on, and you said those three guys kind of stepping up?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, right? So you lost two really great leaders on our team, and now we have to fill that void, and these guys have really taken the torch and kind of moved forward with it. So happy with where these guys are at. Obviously, we got a lot of work to continue to do, but happy with where those guys are coming.
Is Alec, personality-wise, does he have that leadership kind of capability, or is it harder for him just because he's kind of still a new guy?
I think he's finding his niche here. Okay. I think guys have seen how he's been able to play. He was kind of slow in the fall with him being out there, and now that they've been out there for 8 practices, seeing what type of production he can do, his play is being the leadership right now, and eventually the voice will come. But he's a very good football player. He's done a really great job, and I think he's going to continue to grow in this.
Saw a little bit of Ezekiel Holmes last year. Him stepping into a bigger role. What's he bring to your group?
What does he bring? He brings knowledge, right? He's like the old sage in the room now, he's got a way about him where he just has a calm, cool, and collectedness about him, but then at the same time, he's a good football player when he gets out there. So I think he's trying to be that old pops in the room right now, so it's been kind of fun to see him take that role with OC and Isaiah gone now.
What's he bring physically to the group?
He's a big dude, man. Like all those guys have some length, have some size. He's powerful. He's able to use what God gave him and do a good job with it.
About Alec, obviously a very talented kid. What have you seen on the field so far from him?
Just power. He's a powerful individual. I think everything he does, he has an action behind it. I think if you watch it from everything from pass rush to just first and second down, when he hits you, people know it. And you watch one of our workouts to here, he's a completely different person. He's a really good football player out there.
Freshman Jared Badie's here early. How's he coming along?
He's done really well. Jared's a very smart individual, and he's an extremely hard worker. So all that put together is going to make him a really good football player here, I think, and he cares. So you add those 3 elements, and I think he's going to do just fine.
Does Alec have the capability of kind of doing what you did with Owen, which is if he needs to put his hand in the ground, he can do that?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's up to 250 some pounds now, and he's able to. He's got a physicality about him that's different, and hopefully he continues to get bigger, stronger, and work out with Tank and crew, and be that type of guy that can do that.
Seth got some starts, and then the injury kind of slowed him down, but how's he kind of progressed off of playing a lot?
Seth looks great. He's had a really great spring thus far. He's got a certain confidence about him right now. I think he knows that it's my time. Here we go, and he's put on about 10, 15 pounds in the off season here to kind of back that thing up. So he's just got to continue to unleash the beast, if you will, and just continue to take that role and run with it.
Do you think he's got that in him to be one of your top guys there?
I think so. I believe he does. I mean, there's a lot of competition still going on in the room, but I do feel like he's in a position right now where he sees what he can do in this defense, and I think he's gonna just capture it and run with it.
You were kind of starting from scratch, changing to the 3-4. Do you feel like recruiting-wise you've cycled through that and you're getting guys that fit at that rush linebacker spot?
I do. I think, with the addition of Jared Badie and Gabe Ackus coming up here in the summertime, I think, we're in the Big Ten, so we need big people, and Jared Badie's put on he's 15, 20 pounds since he's been here, and Gabe Ackus is already 250 pounds. So that's kind of the standard now that we got to recruit for those positions. And they still got to be able to run and do some things, but I think transitioning, we have an idea of, all right, this is what we need to recruit towards for the future of this position.
How are DJ and Shammond doing?
Yeah, they're doing great. DJ and Shammond are doing a great job. I think DJ's a sponge. He wants to continue to get better, and same with Shammond. Shammond's shown up on the edge. He's gotten a lot more reps this past week, and he's done a great job out there. So excited to see it. We have more depth right now than I feel like we did at any point last year.
How has this position kind of evolved with the defense evolving as you guys get more, as you were talking about, the guys that kind of fit what you want?
Yeah, so it just kind of – it was a fun year last year just to kind of see how we evolved the defense from week 1 to week 12, and now that we kind of know what we're doing with that position, that position is a pretty special spot in this defense. You have to be able to rush, you have to be able to cover, you got to be able to set edges. So you're doing a lot of different things that I think is appealing to kids as they're coming in here that hey, they're going to be standing up on the edge, they're going to get sacks, and then also they're going to drop and get some interceptions along the way, hopefully, you know. So it's been a fun evolution of that position.
And then I guess with Seth, I mean, getting kind of the spot he wanted and then getting hurt, kind of to start that process over, what was that conversation like, and how kind of tough was that maybe for him?
You know, it was what it was. I think the film doesn't lie, and at that point when Seth took the reins, Isaiah knew what was going on, and then when Seth came back, he saw what Isaiah was doing, and it was just is what it was, and there was never any qualms about it, and there was no anger. It was just, all right, this guy's doing well, and Seth still had his role in certain packages and stuff. So I think guys know that, guys, if you play well, you're going to be in the field, you know, and I think those guys know that now, and they prepare accordingly, right? They do everything they can not to get hurt, all right? They prehab, they rehab, they do all that stuff off the field that they don't want to be off of it because they know somebody's itching behind them to get it, you know. So it's I think Seth is in a good position right now to continue to do what he's doing.